everyone, welcome to another deep dive. This one is going to really stretch your thinking
Yeah,
about what's possible.
absolutely.
We're diving to the idea of shared phenomenological spaces,
Hmm.
which sounds super complicated, but
Right.
it's basically saying that humans and AI might be able to get on the same wavelength.
Yeah, like creatively on the same page creatively.
Yeah, exactly. To help us sort through this, we've got a ton of research
Yeah.
articles and expert opinions and all of that fun
We've
stuff.
got neuroscience, AI,
A little
philosophy,
bit of everything,
a
right?
little bit of everything. So,
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I think the really exciting thing here is that we're moving beyond AI as just a tool. Like
right,
AI is just this thing that we use to get stuff done.
right.
But now we're starting to consider it as like
It could be more of a
a
partner.
partner.
Yeah, a partner in the creative process.
Yeah, and that brings up some pretty big
Yeah,
questions
for sure.
about like what does understanding even mean?
What is consciousness even?
Yeah, consciousness and like what does it mean to collaborate? Like really collaborate.
Right, exactly.
If you're collaborating with something that may or may not be conscious.
Right.
So to kick things off,
Yeah,
can you break down what a shared phenomenological space actually is?
sure. So think of it like two dancers
Okay.
moving in perfect sync, intuitively responding to each other.
Okay.
So in this space, because the humans and the AI would have this shared understanding
Mm-hmm.
and purpose and ideas could just flow seamlessly between them.
Okay, so that image really helps me. It
Yeah.
sounds less about AI needing its own individual consciousness.
Right.
It's more about a certain type of connection arising during collaboration.
Yeah, exactly. So some researchers believe that instead of aiming for AI with individual consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
we should be focusing on designing systems that excel at collaborative shared awareness.
Okay.
So that would be about optimizing how humans and AI share information
Mm-hmm.
to achieve some common goal.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about shared understanding,
Right.
how does that actually work in our brains?
Yeah.
Like when we collaborate with other humans?
Right.
Could that give us some clues about
Yeah.
straining up with error?
Sure. So neuroscience has some interesting insights here.
Okay.
fMRI studies,
Yeah, okay.
they show increased activity in the right temporoparietal junction.
The what?
Yeah, the temporoparietal junction
Okay.
of the brain during collaboration.
Okay.
And this region plays a crucial role in social cognition,
Mm-hmm.
helping us understand other people's intentions.
So, like, it's our brain's way of figuring out what someone else is thinking or planning.
Exactly.
Does that mean that the same area is active when we're being creative, too?
That's what's so interesting.
Okay.
Research suggests there's an overlap between the brain regions active during collaboration
Mm-hmm.
and creative thinking.
Wow.
And even more fascinating studies show increased brainwave synchronization between people when they collaborate successfully.
Really?
Yeah, it's like their brains are literally getting on the same wavelength.
Wow, that's wild.
It is wild.
So, could this brain synchronization be like a key to shared understanding with AI?
It's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
Worth exploring.
Okay.
But before we go too far, I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Can AI actually be conscious?
Right, because we can talk about shared spaces and brainwaves all day long,
Right.
but if AI is just a fancy calculator,
Yeah,
then this whole idea kind of falls apart.
it all falls apart.
Yeah,
Yeah, so the Turing test
yeah.
is often used as a benchmark for AI intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
But passing a test doesn't necessarily mean an AI truly experiences the world like we do.
Okay, so what do the experts think?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any consensus on AI consciousness?
There's a range of opinions.
Okay.
Some believe that as AI gets more complex, it might develop its own kind of consciousness different from ours, but still capable of experiencing things.
Mm-hmm.
Others argue that AI might simulate aspects of consciousness without actually having subjective feelings.
So AI might seem conscious,
Right.
but without that inner world
Without the inner world.
of emotions and sensations
Right.
that we associate with consciousness.
Exactly.
Are there any specific research areas that are getting us closer to understanding this whole puzzle?
Theory of mind AI is particularly interesting.
Okay, what is that?
So researchers are designing AI systems to understand human mental states.
Okay.
So like beliefs, intentions, and even emotions.
Hold on, AI that can read our minds.
It might sound like science fiction,
It does.
but the implications are huge.
Okay.
Imagine the possibilities for collaboration
Yeah.
if AI could truly grasp what we're thinking and feeling.
Okay, so we've got this potential for shared understanding.
Right.
But how do we bridge the gap between a human brain and an AI?
Yeah,
Can we actually connect them?
that's where brain-computer interfaces come
And
in.
computer interface.
Yeah, or BCIs.
BCIs, okay.
Yeah, imagine a direct line of communication.
Whoa, like in The Matrix where they plug you in and you download Kung Fu?
Not quite that dramatic.
Okay.
But BCIs decode neural activity,
Okay.
allowing information to flow both ways between humans and AI.
So we could potentially share not just thoughts,
Right.
but feelings and sensory experiences with an AI.
That's the idea.
Okay. That's both exciting
It is
and
exciting.
a little unnerving. How do these BCIs actually work?
Right. So,
Because our brains are incredibly complex.
yeah, so BCIs rely on understanding the electrical activity of neurons,
Okay.
so like spikes,
Okay.
which are individual neurons firing,
Mm-hmm.
and local field potentials,
Okay.
which reflect the activity of larger groups of neurons.
So it's like listening in on the conversations
Yeah.
happening in different parts of the brain.
Exactly.
This technology is getting very real.
It is.
But with all this talk of BCIs and shared consciousness, shouldn't we be talking about like the
Yeah.
practical implications
For sure.
of this merging of human and AI minds?
Absolutely. That's a perfect transition to the next part of our deep dive,
Okay.
where we'll explore how this technology might change the way we create.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, it raises some really big questions about what it means to be human in a world where we're increasingly intertwined with AI.
Yeah, I like it.
Buckle up.
All right, let's do it.
So welcome back.
All right.
Picking up where we left off.
Yeah.
This idea of deeper collaboration with AI
Mm-hmm.
and how that might
Change everything.
change the whole landscape of creativity.
Yeah.
Will
The
it
big question.
lead to all these breakthroughs?
Yeah.
Or will we just become like
Or will we just lose it?
lazy and uncreative?
Yeah. Will our spark diminish
Yeah.
as we rely more and more on AI?
Yeah, it's a big question, and I don't think
No easy answers.
there are any easy answers.
Nope.
So let's start by talking about how AI could enhance human creativity.
Okay.
What are some ways it could boost our potential? Well, one of the most compelling arguments is that AI can offer us
Okay.
like entirely new tools and sources of inspiration.
Okay.
So imagine an AI that can analyze massive data sets
Okay.
of art, music, literature,
Mm-hmm.
you name it,
Yeah.
and it can spot patterns that humans might miss.
So it's like having this super powered research assistant
Yes,
sifting through all this information
mountains of data.
and being like, hey, this is
Hey, check this out.
interesting. You should look at this.
You might find this inspiring.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's not just about analyzing what already exists.
Okay.
AI can also generate novel ideas and concepts.
Okay. So it could actually like come up
with new ideas.
new
Be
ideas.
a creative sparring partner.
Okay. But then wouldn't that just be AI doing the creative work for us?
Right. So that's
Like what happens to human ingenuity at that point?
it's a valid concern, but I think it's crucial to remember that
Yeah.
AI, at least for now, is a tool.
Okay.
It's up to us how we use it.
Okay.
We can choose to passively consume AI-generated ideas.
Okay.
Or we can use those ideas as a springboard.
A springboard.
Yeah, for our own exploration.
So it's more about collaboration.
It's about collaboration.
And replacement.
Exactly.
So AI provides the raw materials.
Right.
Humans shape them into something meaningful.
Something beautiful and unique.
Okay.
And we're already seeing this collaborative approach happening across creative fields.
Really? Like where?
Everywhere. Music,
Okay.
art creation, writing,
Mm-hmm.
film animation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you give me some specific examples? Because I think that would help to kind of visualize this collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely. So in music,
Okay.
some AI algorithms can analyze thousands of pieces
Okay.
to identify trends
Mm-hmm.
and then generate new melodies or harmonies.
Oh, wow.
And then human composers can use these AI-generated snippets as inspiration or building blocks.
So it's like having an AI songwriting partner.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, you should try this chord progression.
Exactly. Try this melody. You would have never thought of this.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And in the visual arts,
Okay.
there are AI tools that can create stunningly realistic or abstract pieces
Mm-hmm.
based on specific styles or themes.
I've seen some of those like
Have you seen them?
AI-generated art pieces online.
Yeah.
And it's
Incredible.
almost hard to believe it wasn't made by a human.
It is mind-blowing what AI can do
Yeah.
in the realm of art, but even with these sophisticated tools,
Mm-hmm.
human creativity is still essential.
Okay.
The AI might generate the raw image,
Yeah.
but it's the human artist who brings the vision, the emotion, the unique perspective.
It's the soul.
It's the soul
Yeah.
that turns it into art.
Okay, so AI can help us come up with ideas.
Right.
It can help us generate output.
Generate output.
But what about the actual process of creating?
Yes.
Can AI help us be more efficient in our work?
AI has a enormous potential there as well.
Okay.
Think of it as a tireless assistant.
Okay.
that can handle the tedious or repetitive aspects of creation,
Okay.
freeing us up to focus on the higher-level conceptual tasks.
So for writers, that might mean AI helping with grammar and syntax? Or
Yes.
even suggesting different phrasing?
Different phrasing, word choices?
Yeah.
Yes, and it could go even further than that.
Okay, here. So,
Imagine an AI that can analyze your writing style
okay.
and suggest ways to improve your storytelling
Wow.
or make your arguments more persuasive.
That would be
It
amazing.
would be incredible.
And for visual artists, could AI help with things like color selection
Yes,
or composition
absolutely.
based on successful artwork in a particular style?
Based on data, it
Wow.
could offer real-time feedback and suggestions,
That's amazing.
helping artists refine their work
Yeah.
and make more informed decisions.
It sounds like AI could be this powerful tool for boosting creativity
It really does.
across so many fields.
So many fields.
But I do want to circle back to those concerns
Yes.
about potential downsides.
Of course.
What worries do people have about AI's impact on creativity?
Well, one major concern is that over-reliance on AI
Mm-hmm.
could lead to a decline in human cognitive skills,
Okay.
especially in areas like critical thinking,
Okay.
problem solving, independent decision-making.
So the classic, if you don't use it, you lose it?
Exactly.
If AI is always doing the heavy lifting?
Yeah. Are we going to forget?
Will we even be able to think creatively on our own?
Yeah. Will we lose that ability?
And what about like those deeper aspects of creativity?
Yeah.
The emotional connection to our
The
world.
passion.
The satisfaction of a truly original idea.
Can AI replicate that human element?
Yeah, can it?
That's something philosophers and neuroscientists are still debating.
Really?
While AI can mimic human creativity,
Mm-hmm.
it's unclear whether it can truly understand or replicate the subjective experience
Wow.
of creating something new and meaningful.
So there's a risk of ending up with like
Yeah,
technically impressive but emotionally hollow creative output.
it's a possibility.
Wow.
It raises the question, is there something inherently human
Okay.
about the creative process that AI can never fully grasp?
That's a deep question.
It is a profound question.
And I don't think we're going to have an answer
No.
for a long time.
Probably not.
But it does highlight the need to balance AI's capabilities
Yes.
with human engagement and autonomy in the creative process.
Absolutely. We need to be mindful of the potential risks
Yeah.
while also embracing AI's potential to push the boundaries of human creativity.
So we've explored these benefits. We've explored these risks.
Right.
What does the research actually say about AI's impact on creativity?
Right. Has it lived up to the hype?
Yeah.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
One study found that while AI can level the playing field in terms of creative output,
Okay.
there's no evidence to suggest that AI can surpass human levels of creativity.
So AI can make creativity more accessible,
Yes, democratize creativity.
but it can't replace that spark of human ingenuity.
Precisely.
Okay.
AI can amplify human creativity,
Yeah.
but it's not a magic wand
Got it.
that's going to make everyone a creative genius.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah.
But I am still curious about that fundamental difference
Yeah.
between human and AI creativity.
Of course.
Like if AI can analyze all this data
Right.
and generate seemingly creative output,
Yeah, what's
what's
missing?
missing?
One key difference is that AI lacks physiological responses.
Okay.
So human decision-making,
Mm-hmm.
including our creative choices,
Okay.
is influenced by emotions,
Okay.
instincts,
Yeah.
and even our physical sensations.
So our bodies actually play a role in our creative process.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Our lived experiences, our emotions, our physical sensations all feed into our creative output
Okay.
in ways that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
So there's like a certain embodied quality
There is.
to human creativity
Yes.
that AI might never fully grasp.
That's a great way to put it.
It really highlights how important it is to appreciate those unique aspects of human creativity.
Yes,
Even as we're exploring the possibilities of collaborating with AI,
I agree.
it's clear that this relationship between humans and AI in creative fields
It's complex.
is very complex,
Yes.
full of potential.
Lots of potential.
But there are important differences
Very important difference.
between human and AI creativity
Yes.
that need to be acknowledged.
We have to acknowledge them.
And as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I think it's time to really explore
Let's do it.
the implications of this rapidly evolving relationship. All right, so welcome back to the final part of our deep dive
Yeah.
into shared phenomenological spaces.
Mm-hmm.
We've really explored the potential of these spaces
Absolutely.
and how AI could amplify human creativity.
Right.
But I think it's pretty clear that this future...
It's a wild future.
Yeah, it presents some unique challenges.
Yeah, definitely.
As we kind of delve deeper into this relationship between humans and AI.
Right.
What are some of the implications
Yeah, that's a big one.
of this rapidly evolving technology?
Yeah, well, as we move closer to this reality where humans and AI are more intertwined,
Yeah.
we need to be prepared for these unique situations that might arise.
Yeah, like what kinds of situations are we talking about?
Well, for one,
Okay.
the potential impact on the creative process itself.
Yeah, so how might working closely with AI change the way humans approach creative problem solving?
We could see a shift towards more iterative and collaborative approaches
Okay.
to creativity.
Yeah.
So imagine brainstorming sessions where AI is contributing ideas alongside humans,
Oh, wow.
pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible.
Okay, so you've got this constant stream.
Yeah, like this constant
Fresh perspectives,
yeah,
unconventional ideas.
unconventional ideas, yeah.
But wouldn't we run the risk of becoming too reliant
That's the big
on
question.
the AI for inspiration?
Could we lose that spark?
Yeah, like could we lose that individual originality?
It's a possibility,
Yeah.
and one we need to be mindful of. I think the key is to use AI as a tool for expanding our own creative thinking,
Okay.
not as a crutch.
So don't just like,
Yeah, don't just take whatever it gives you
yeah,
and go with it.
yeah,
Stay curious, keep experimenting,
yeah.
and avoid falling into predictable patterns just because an AI suggests them.
Right. You have to keep challenging it.
Exactly.
Challenge yourself and challenge the AI.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
What about the impact on creative ownership
Yeah.
if AI contributes to it work?
Yeah. Who gets the credit?
Yeah, who owns the rights?
That's a great question.
That's a big one.
And one that legal experts are grappling with.
Yeah.
You know, the traditional concepts of copyright and authorship might need to be revisited in this new era of collaborative creation.
A whole new world
It is a whole new world.
of creative possibilities.
Absolutely.
And we're going to need to adapt.
Never have to adapt.
Like our legal and ethical frameworks to accommodate these changes.
For sure. This is where things get really interesting.
This is where it gets juicy.
Because this level of collaboration between humans and AI
Right.
would have a profound impact on society.
Oh, absolutely.
It could change everything.
As this technology evolves,
Yeah.
it's crucial to think about how it'll affect our understanding of creativity,
Mm-hmm.
of ownership, and even the nature of art itself.
Yeah. Are we going to see new art forms emerge?
Oh, I'm sure.
That, like, blur the lines
Yeah, that blur the line
between human and machine creating.
between human and machine.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating time to be alive.
It is.
It really is.
So as we wrap up,
Yeah.
what are your final thoughts for our listeners?
My final thought is
As they're grappling with these complex and evolving issues.
stay curious,
Okay.
stay informed,
Mm-hmm.
and most importantly, stay engaged.
I like it.
The future of human-AI collaboration
Yeah.
is still being written,
Okay.
and we all have a role to play
Yeah.
in shaping it responsibly
Awesome.
and thoughtfully.
Great message to end on. Thank you so much for joining us
Of course, thank you for having me.
on this deep dive into shared phenomenological spaces.
This was a good one.
It was.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a topic that I'm sure is going to spark more questions
Oh, yeah, more questions than answers.
than answers.
For sure.
But that's the beauty of exploration, right?
That's the beauty of it.
Keep those minds open, deep
Keep
divers.
it open.
And who knows what discoveries await us
Who knows?
just around the corner.